holding you back? Holding you back from touching the sky? What's holding you back? You gotta fly like an eagle and go high. What's holding you back? Holding you back from touching the sky? Oh, holding you back. You finally gotta reach for the sky. I was born to succeed, not to be a spoke in the wheel. Told myself there's more to this than just waking up when I feel. So I made a commitment to turn my earnings up. Couldn't see myself as an employee that still couldn't. Looked in the mirror, saw a spark in my eye. Knew I had to hustle and stop living a lie. I packed my dreams in a suitcase, took the first train out, headed for the horizon with success is no doubt. What's holding you back? Holding you back from touching the sky? What's holding you back? You gotta fly like an eagle and go high. What's holding you back? Holding you back from touching the sky? Oh, holding you back. You finally gotta reach for the sky.
Greetings and welcome to another edition of What's Holding You Back. My name is Rob McCrae from the Business Building Network, and I hope you are having a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday as we are at the midweek point. And what a program we have in store for you this afternoon, this evening, this morning, depending where in the world you are watching us from. But yes, I am very excited for the broadcast this evening, as we're going to have a wonderful time as we're going to be going over some features, some AI tools in this AI training, in which we're going to be showing you some of the different ways in which you can use AI to create another income stream for yourself. So tap in, grab a pen and paper, and share this out. Share it out with your friends and family. This is some information that we can all use to our advantage and use it in a manner to create another stream of income for ourselves and for our families. So strap yourself in and we're going to get started in just a few moments. So as you are jumping on board, please leave us a comment. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We would love to acknowledge you and welcome you to What's Holding You Back. And we hope that there is absolutely nothing holding you back during this time in season. But we're going to take this time to share some more training with you guys and help you to get a better understanding in how to use some of these AI tools so that you can do a lot of good things with them, whether that be in your personal life or your business life. There are so many tools out there that will work to your benefit, regardless of how you choose to use them. So before we get into our training for today, we're just going to do a brief recap of what we have been covering over the last 2 weeks, because it is very important as we're going to tie all of this information together. Excuse me. And it's really going to make a lot more sense if you go back and watch the training from the previous 2 weeks, so you will get a better understanding of how to use all of these tools. So then when we're giving instructions to these new tools and new features that we're going to be using, you will know how to communicate with these AI tools in a manner in which they will understand what you want to get done, and then they will start to implement it for you at the highest of capacity. All right, so 2 weeks ago, let me just go back here. Okay, so 2 weeks ago, we had our first week into AI. All right, and we focused on using two particular tools. One was ChatGPT, and then we used Google Gemini. So initially, when we started out with ChatGPT, I was just showing you the various ways in which you can use that particular tool and all of the different benefits that it has for you. So we were going over how to make that true connection with ChatGPT and how to create prompts so that ChatGPT can give those prompts to these other AI tools which is giving them instructions on what you want done. And we just, went over all of the different features that ChatGPT has to offer. So if you missed that training, please do yourself a favor and go back to our YouTube channel here, What's Holding You Back Now, and review that training after we get done with this one today. And then everything is going to make a lot much more sense to you if you missed any of the previous trainings, right? And then we went into Google Gemini, in which we were able to create a book, a short ebook, or whatever type of book you want to create. It can be a lead magnet. And we just showed you how you can use ChatGPT to give instructions to Google Gemini as to what you want created with the images, text, and everything that you need, so to make sure that your book is going to be very well received. It's going to be looking professionally done, and it's going to have a great impact on your readers, and they're going to be looking for more information coming from you. So that was week one. And then last week, we went and talked about some of the viral AI tools that you can use to make your content go viral, whether that be your video content or just image content or even text content. But there are certain things that we need to have in place to make sure that we are reaching the audience that you're looking for. And with these AI tools, we're able to automate a lot of these things, and it helps us in getting the best possible results. So those were the last two segments of training that we went through over the last 2 weeks. And now today, we're going to top it all off. We're going to wrap it all up with how to make money with AI, as we bring all of these tools together. And it's just going to really start to, some light bulbs are going to really start to click for you guys as we go through this training this evening. All right, so I'm not going to waste any more time. Let us get into it, because we have a lot of information to cover, but not so much time. So let us dig in. All right. So let us start off with, all right, so we're going to be talking about different ways in which you can be using AI to make money with, right? So I'm going to give you 3 different examples. And then the last one, I'm going to give you a demonstration of how this is actually going to work in using these tools to create another stream of income for yourself. So the first one we want to talk about, if you really have an interest in doing so, you can be one that creates graphics through thumbnail images for people's YouTube channels, or just creating graphic designs for social media content. And believe it or not, it is a high demand, especially for those that have a social media presence. They are always looking for a competitive advantage, something that's going to stand out and stick out, so that when people come to their content, they're going to click on it and start to take action. Why? Because the graphic designs are so eye-catching that it really makes people want to click on it to see what the content is all about. And we also talked about creating great titles and very good descriptions about what the actual content is about. And that's only going to increase the amount of eyeballs you get coming over to your content. So the tools that we use to create our thumbnails and some of our social media content, when it comes to graphic designs, we talked about the tool, which is vidIQ, which I showed you guys in the second training, the training last week. vidIQ is the tool we use to create the thumbnails. And then we also use a tool called Canva. And that website is canva.com. And you can go over there, because we're going to do the demonstration through Canva, with the training for today. So those are two tools you can use when it comes to creating thumbnail images and also your graphic designs for your social media content. And there are other tools that you can use as well. One of them is one of 10, and the other one is View Stats, right? So these are two other tools that you can really dive deeper with, and it's going to help you in increasing your graphic designs and thumbnails if that is something that is of interest of you. So there is a demand out there for people that are able to create nice graphic designs and thumbnail images. So if you feel like you have the patience and you are willing to learn these different skill sets to enhance what you're already doing, then this can be a very lucrative opportunity for you if you tap more into it. All right. So that's thumbnail and graphic designs. All right. Another one that is, very lucrative as well is to become a YouTube channel manager or to create a faceless YouTube channel, especially for those individuals that are afraid to come on camera. So a lot of times people, won't even start a YouTube channel because they know they don't want to come on screen by themselves. That fear, that is something that holds so many people back. But now with AI and the different technology that is out there, you no longer have to actually come on camera. You can create an avatar, an AI avatar with the face and the voice in which you choose to be your representative, and they're going to narrate the video going forward. All you have to do is just type in the script, and then they're just going to narrate everything that's going on. You can put in your images, and also you can grab the B-roll, which is going to be the video that's going to be shown across the screen as the avatar is narrating what's going on in that particular video. So with that one, let me just pull up my slides real quick. Okay, that's for vidIQ. We just talked about that one with the thumbnail images. And for this one here that we're talking about in creating a faceless YouTube channel, we use this tool called Synthesia. And we left a link for you to go over to that site. I'll pull it up a little later and share it in the comments. But yeah, Synthesia is a great tool to use when you want to create video content, whether that you want to be on screen or not. Synthesia is a great tool to have, and it will help you in creating some very good video content. And we also talked about using CapCut when it comes to editing your video content and adding some video effects to it and really make your stand out from all the rest. So those were just some of the things and some of the tools that we talked about that you can use and create a nice stream of income for yourself. But it's going to be a matter of how much time are you willing to put into it to get out the results in which you're looking for. Everything comes with a price, and the price you're going to have to invest is your time to learn it, study it, enhance it, and then put out your finished product. But that all comes with you putting your time into really learning your craft and becoming very good at it. And then you're going to see the financial results from that time and work in which you have put in. All right, so that is Synthesia. All right, and we talked about creating the lead magnet with Google Gemini or the Storybook with Google Gemini. And just previously, we just spoke about that. So those are three different ways in which you can use these AI tools to generate an income stream for yourself. So now let's get into the easiest one, and one that many of you are already doing, but are not yet monetized in doing so, meaning you have not enabled yourself to create an income stream for the work that you're already doing. And that is through posting content on your social media sites, such as Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. So, in this particular demonstration in which I'm about to do, we're going to focus on Facebook, and being a part of their, um, what do they call it? Uh, it's their monetization program, right? So now Facebook will enable you to create an income stream just by posting content on your page, whether that be your personal page or your business page. And so I'm going to show you in this demonstration how you can actually schedule out your post on Facebook and then Instagram as well. And then once you get enough engagement from your social media posts, then Facebook and Instagram is owned by Facebook. They're going to be in a position where they can start to pay you for the amount of engagement in which you are getting on your social media sites. So that's what we're going to be demonstrating with you in just a few minutes. All right, so let us go and do that real quick. All right, so let me share my screen. So first thing we want to do, we're going to open up Chat GPT, all right? So that's why I said it's very important that if you missed the trainings from the previous weeks, I encourage you to go back and watch that right after we complete this training here today. All right, so for Chat GPT, all right, so like I said, we're going to use Chat GPT as our means of giving instructions to these other AI tools, because Chat GPT and all the rest of these AI tools, they speak their own language. So Chat GPT is synchronized with all of these AI tools. So it knows how to communicate with them and give them the proper prompts or instructions as to what it is that you want these AI tools to do. So we use Chat GPT as the means to make our requests, to give our instructions. Okay, so if I go to Chat GPT and I say I want to create um, a storybook in Google Gemini, I need you to write out the content for this particular story that I want to create, and I want the images and everything in there, and just send me the prompts so then I can copy it from Chat GPT and then paste it into Google Gemini, and then Google Gemini will turn those instructions into the actual book that you requested. All right, so in this demonstration, we're going to use Chat GPT to create the text, not the actual images. We're going to do that in Canva, but just to create the text that we want to use to post on our Facebook social media site. All right. So whatever your particular niche is when it comes to creating content on social media, the most effective type of post, the ones that get the most engagement and the most interaction with your audience, are going to be motivational and inspirational quotes. So that was the instructions that I gave to Chat GPT for this particular exercise. All right, so what I asked Chat GPT to do was to create, let me just enlarge the screen here, see if you can see this a little better. Okay. So what I asked Chat GPT to do was to create 100 um, 100 text messages. Let me pull up the actual instructions that I gave ChatGPT, and this is what was created. Okay. All right. So here's what I wrote to ChatGPT. I want you to create 100 text quotes for me covering these various topics: motivational, encouraging, inspirational, reflective, and spiritual, using the vibes of a Tony Robbins, a Les Brown, a Zig Ziglar, Jim Rohn, and others from that same mentality, and just type them and I will format it. Okay. And this is how ChatGPT responded. Oh, Rob, you're talking my love language now. Yeah, I don't know about all that, but okay. So he says, all right, buckle up. Here come 100 original quotes, all in the high octane Robbins, Les Brown, Zig, Jim Rome vibe. Okay. And I broke them up into categories to keep it clean for you. All right. Awesome. So as you can see, ChatGPT created 20 motivational posts, 20 encouraging posts, well, the text, I should say, 20 inspirational, 20 reflective, and 20 spiritual. All right, good. So now we have that. So now all we have to do, so we're going to take the motivational quotes first. So we're just going to copy the first 20, right? So I'll copy that. Boom. Okay. Click copy. All right. So now I can paste these into my notepad for now, but I'm not going to do that just in the interest of time. Okay. So now what I want to do, now I want to put these text quotes on an image before I share them over to Facebook, right? Because an image states 1,000 words, right? So you always want to create an image with your message. Whenever you're posting something on social media, you want to have an image that's going to coincide with the text to make it seem more interesting and more engaging. And then you're going to get a much better response from your audience as opposed to just posting the actual text itself. All right. So then once we do that, then I'm going to go over to Canva. So canva.com is the website that we're going to use for this exercise. All right, let me share my screen again. Now Canva has a free and a paid version. For this particular demonstration, you need to have the paid version, which is less than 20 bucks a month. So that's not going to be a big strain for you. But let me just show you how this is going to work. All right. All right. So let me pull up my screen here of Canva. 1 second. Okay, here we go. All right. So this is canva.com. All right. So on Canva, now what we're going to do, we want to click on templates here in the middle. So you see that where it says templates at the top middle of your screen? Click on templates. All right, so there's a list of all of the different templates that are available. So this is how your background is going to look for these texts that you're going to put alongside these images, okay? So up here at the top, you can make it for a presentation, Instagram story, mobile video, flyer, Facebook post, whatever. All right, so for this one, let me just do something simple and plain. So let's do a Facebook post. All right, so click on that here, and it's going to pull up some different templates we can use for Facebook. All right, so I like this one here. Just make sure you're seeing this. Okay, good. All right. So now Once we have that template pulled up and we say that, yes, this is the one I want to use, I like the background image, all we're going to do here is come over to the right where it says customize this template and click on that. Okay. And then once that loads up, then if we don't want something in the actual image like this flower here, I'm just going to click on it and delete it. And I'm going to delete all of this text as well because I'm going to put in my own text. All right, so delete that, and delete that. No, we can keep the butterfly. That's fine. I don't have the option to delete this half a square here, but that's fine. All right, so then we're going to come back to the left of the page of Canva and click on text because we want to add text to this image, right? So I'm going to click on, this is a larger text. This is a medium-sized text. So I'm going to click on that one. It says add subheading. All right. So I'm just going to delete that there. Okay. All right. So now we have a blank space here for our text to go onto this actual image, right? So now what we need to do is we're going to come back over to the left of the screen and we're going to scroll down to where it says apps. Click on that. All right. And so where you see that now, we're going to click on bulk create, or you can type it here in the search box, but it's just below apps. You can go on bulk create. Well, three blocks below apps is bulk create. So then we can just click on that one, right? All right, so after we do that, then this prompt comes up. It says enter data manually. So click on that. All right, so now you can see this table pops up. So now we want to click on clear table because as you can see in the first two lines, there's some text already there. So we want to remove that. So we just click here at clear table at the bottom and that text has been removed. Now we're going to paste that text that we got from ChatGPT in box number 1, right? So we're just going to right click and click paste. Okay. And then you can see all of the text that we copied from ChatGPT is now here in Canva and is ready to be put into the graphics that we just choose so that we can customize. All right. All right. So now we're going to go here to the bottom right of the screen. Are you seeing that? Okay. And then we're going to click done. Okay. Then once we do that, we're going to come back to this screen here. All right, so we're going to come back to the image, hover over the image. And in this white box right above the text image, the text box, I should say, is these 3 dots. You're just going to left click on that, right? And then you're going to scroll down to where it says connect data. Click on that, right? And then this box pops up here. You're going to left click on T empty. Just click on that. Okay. All right. So now the text that you previously collected from ChatGPT is being populated. So now you're just going to click on continue here, right? And now you can see all of the text start to show up. Okay. All right. And then you want to make sure everything is in there. Then you're going to click on create 20 designs because we took 20 different text messages And now you see the view design pops up. So you're just going to click on that. And now we can see all of the different images. All right, let me make sure you're seeing this. Okay, I gotta switch over to another screen. 1 second. Okay. Okay, good. Blue. Okay, all right. Okay, that's the one. And let me pull it up now. Okay, all right. So now these are the 20 images that have been created over there in Canva. All right, so I'm going to scroll up. Okay, now you can see all of the different text is already posted in each image, right? So now what we want to do, I don't like where this text is situated, so we can just hover on it, hover over it, and move it around to where we want to place it. We can stretch it out, make it larger. We can change the color of the text by clicking up here and just choose from the different colors that we have for the text. And, we can maneuver it wherever we want. This doesn't really go with this particular background, but this is just for demonstration purposes. I just want to show you, how we're going to manipulate this and, just try to create it so it looks as best as possible. Yeah, I'm really not liking that color. It's not really blending in like we want it to, but we'll leave it for now, just for this demonstration. All right. Oh, let me just show you. So now here, when we change the color, right? Let me change the color again. Okay. Let me change it to white so you can see it. All right, so now you see this change all. So now if you wanted to change the color for all of the images text that you have, just click this and it's going to change the color of the text for all of the images that you have, right? So now all you have to do is just go back and move them around to your desired position, enlarge it, shrink it, change the font type, however you want to do it. It's totally up to you. So that's how you're going to create your social media posts here through Canva, and then you can upload them to your social media sites. And in this instance, we're going to be uploading it to Facebook. All right, so let me walk you through that process real quick. All right, so now that we have our 20 images created, we're just going to come up here to the top right. We're going to click on share, right? So we hit the share button, this pops up. Now we're going to click on download, and it's going to download it to our device, okay? All right, and once everything is downloaded, we will see it pop up on our computer screen, and then we are ready to open up those images. So I'm going to open it up as it's showing as a zip file. Just trying to see if you guys can see this. Okay, I don't think you can see it. All right, but anyway, yeah, it's showing up as a zip file. So everything that we just downloaded is in one zip file. Now, the only problem with this, when we create a zip file and we go back to our Facebook page to upload these images, to schedule these images, I should say, we're not going to be able to open up the zip file over there. So what we're going to need to do, let me bring this on screen so you can see how we're doing this. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, I don't think I'll be able to show it to you. All right, I'm gonna try anyway. Let me see. Okay, let's see. So I want to share my folder. No, I don't have the option to do so. All right, unfortunately, show. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, there we go. Now we're talking. Okay, so this, sorry about that. This here is the zip file that we just downloaded from Canva. So now we need to take this out of our zip file and make it, turn it, I should say, put it into a folder so that we will be able to open it up and share it on Facebook. All right, so all we need to do in order to do that, we're going to click on the file and we're going to right click on it. Nope, I'm sorry. We're going to open the file first, and then let's see. How did I do that? Let me go back. Downloads. Oh, okay. Here we go. So I need to. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So are you seeing this? Hold on 1 second. I want to see if you're seeing this, seeing my screen. Okay. Yep. All right. So from here, these are the zip files that you see. So you're going to right click on this, right? And then you're just going to left click on extract all, right? And then it's going to put it into a folder. Remember what this folder is. So this one is green good morning Facebook posts, right? And then we click on extract, replace the file destination. Okay, yeah, let's replace this for now. Okay, and well, I opened up the wrong file, but anyway, you get the gist of it. So yes, now I can open up these. These are only 4 images. This is one I did before. But yeah, now we can actually take these posts and post them and share them on Facebook. All right, so let us do that real quick. I'm going to show you how that works and what that looks like. All right, so now I'm going to go over to my Facebook business page, not my personal page. Reason being, we cannot schedule posts in our on our personal page. We can only schedule out posts on the business page. So what we're going to do, we're going to go into Meta Business Suite, and then I'm going to pull up my Facebook business page. All right, so let me share my screen again. All right, here we go. That's Facebook. No, Meta. Okay. All right. Okay, make sure you're seeing this. Okay, there we go. All right, so this is Meta Business Suite, excuse me, which contains my business page for Rob McCrae. All right, so Rob McCrae Services. So now what we want to do, we want to schedule out these posts. Unfortunately, this part we have to do manually, and it's going to take a little time to actually schedule out these posts. But the content is already created, and that was the main focus, was getting the content created in a relatively quick manner so that we can just come back when we have some time and to schedule out these posts or you can have someone to do this task for you, if you are willing to pay them a small fee to do so. All right, so we're going to just schedule out one post. I want to demonstrate how this goes, and then you're going to see, how this can be another way or means for you to start generating an income for yourself. All right, so now here that we're on the business page in Meta, we're just going to click on create post. All right, and then you see it opens up. All right, so as you can see here at the top, this is going to go to my Facebook page and also is going to post on my Instagram account. I have them linked together. So make sure you do that if you have a Instagram account. All right, so now we're going to grab the photo or video images that we want to share. So we're just going to go back to our folder, and this is the one that we just created. So I'm going to double click on that and click on image number 1. All right, share it to our page. Your problem isn't potential, it's permission. Give yourself some. All right, so that is the actual post. You can just write a little bit of text to go along with your particular post. I'll just write, give yourself permission to be great. Okay, all right. So then once you have that, then you're going to come down a little bit more where it says scheduling options. Now you're going to set the date and time in which you want this post to go out, right? So you can see here, there's a calendar for Facebook and a calendar for Instagram. So I want them both going out at the same time on the same day. So I'm not going to actually post this. I just want to, make sure you're seeing this and understanding it. So today is December 10th. We're going to make it for tomorrow, December 11th. Let's see. So currently what I'm doing 5 posts a day. So I have my first post at 6 a.m., second post at 9 a.m., third post at 12 noon, fourth post at 4 p.m., and my fifth and final post at 6 p.m. So you can schedule that as any way that you like, but those for me are the times in which my audience is mainly tuned in to my social media sites. So you want to ensure that you're posting at a time in which your audience is going to be most receptive so that you will get the best possible response. All right. So we're going to schedule this one for 6 p.m. All right. And same thing for Instagram, 6 p.m. Okay. Oh, we got to change the date. Okay. All right. So, yes, December 11th for both. Okay. You want to make sure everything is in order. You want to make sure it's set to public, not private or restricted. Okay. So everything looks good. Okay. No misspelling. All right. So everything looks good. So then, as long as you are content with how everything looks, then you can also get a preview of how it's going to look on a phone. Hit that preview button there, and it's going to show you how it looks on a mobile device. Okay, it looks good. And then once you're satisfied, you just click on schedule, and that post will go out at the time in which you scheduled it. And for this instance, it was tomorrow, December 11th at 6 p.m. But we are not going to send out or schedule that post because excuse me, I already have one scheduled to go out at that time slot. All right. So that is how you create your social media posts through Canva using ChatGPT to create your text messages that you want to put on the actual image. Then you transfer that information over to Canva through the app over there. And then it's just going to put the text inside of the image, any image that you choose. It will also be a great idea of you to, within the actual image that you're using, if you're one that's going to be branding yourself, use an image of yourself as well within the background, so you know that people will get a better a feel for who you are, and they will, identify you not just by name but through face recognition as well. And that's where a lot of the branding comes into play. So you want to make people more familiar with who you are visually and not just by name, right? So that is how you complete those steps there in creating your content to go on Facebook. You can do the same for Instagram and also TikTok and all of the other social media sites that you are set up with. The setup and structure might be a little bit different for each social media site, but just go over to Google and ask, how do you make the posts over there and become monetized through your posting. And then they'll give you instructions, or you can go to Chat GPT. Yeah, that probably be even better. As Chat GPT, how do you automate the posting on the different social media sites? And yeah, then they'll give you instructions and get you set up as to exactly what you need to do. All right. Woo. Yes, so that is it there, family. Yes, I hope you were able to get some good information from this final training here on AI and how to use these tools, these resources for yourself to enable you to get the greatest benefit from these AI tools. And don't be afraid of it. These tools can really enhance what you're already doing and help you to improve upon your results and getting things done in a more efficient manner, because you can automate so much of the work that you have to spend hours and hours in doing yourself, or you have to pay someone else. But now with these AI tools, you can alleviate a lot of that time being spent on these tedious tasks and concentrate on the more important things in which you are trying to accomplish. So, family, if you enjoyed that and you got some golden nuggets from this information that was shared, please, by all means, share this information out. I am quite sure there are many individuals that can use this information to benefit themselves and their family and loved ones. And, it's just going to be a great way for them to optimize their time and get more productive results. So if you have not already done so, please be sure to subscribe to our new YouTube channel. As you can see it scrolling across the bottom of the screen, it is What's Holding You Back Now. Give us a like and a comment, and make sure you turn on that notification bell so that you will get a reminder each and every time we go live or we upload a video here on What's Holding You Back. So once again, my name is Rob McCrae from the Business Building Network. I thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you next week on the next edition of What's Holding You Back. Have a good night, everybody.
What's holding you back? Holding you back from touching the sky. What's holding you back? You gotta fly like an eagle and go high. What's holding you back? Holding you back from touching the sky. Oh, holding you back. You finally gotta reach for the sky. I was born to succeed, not to be a spoken or real. Told myself there's more to this than just waking up when I feel. So I made a commitment to turn my earnings up. Couldn't see myself as an employee that still couldn't. Looked in the mirror, saw a spark in my eye. Knew I had to hustle and stop living a lie. I packed my dreams in a suitcase, took the first train. I'm headed for the horizon where success is no doubt. What's holding you back?